Hey guys, it's your girl Anna and I am back with another video. This is a well requested video and I'm trying my very best to put as much information as I can in this video. Now don't forget to like, subscribe, share and comment. Remember to turn your post notification bell on so that you will be notified whenever I do post another video. So in this video I'm going to dive into my weight loss journey, how I went about it, what I did and what worked for me. No, I am not Dr. Miami, I am not Dr. Dubai, I am not Dr. DR or whichever other doctors out there. This is Anna and this is what I did and what worked for me. No, this is not the gospel and I'm not saying that this is going to work for you. I am just telling you what I did because it was requested. So guys, let's start off with how I knew I was obese or what led to me becoming obese or morbid obese. At my highest weight, which is this picture right here, I was 270 pounds. Yes, shocking. Really shocking. It shocked me too. Like, how the hell did I get there? Because I was like a skinny kid. I didn't have on any amount of weight growing up. When I turned probably 18 or so, I started gaining weight. And it was great. This is something I've shared before. So it was, yeah, nice. I'm gaining it here, down there, around there. It was a job. I went to the doctor. I was feeling some kind of pain, and they told me that I had PCOS. I've told this story before, but for who didn't hear it, I'm just gonna give a synopsis. So PCOS is polycystic ovarian syndrome, and that is more to do with your hormone. So it makes your hormone imbalance, and with your hormones being imbalanced, then there's a lot of side effects to that. One of the side effects was or is a weight gain. There is also the downside of weight loss too, but very rare somebody with PCOS experience weight loss. So with the weight gain, there are other side effects, but let's just stick to the weight gain because that's our topic, right? So within a couple of years after that, I kept feeling sick, and the more I go to the doctor, because I'm also asthmatic, I have severe chronic asthma. And for all those who know what asthma is, it's not just regular breathing problem. Unless you have experienced asthma before, then you probably won't understand the depth of it. So it was so bad that one of my lungs were very much badly infected. So I'm now struggling to breathe. One lung's a function, and with that and the PCOS, it made it difficult because a side effect of asthma is also weight gain from all the steroids in the medication that you take for asthma. So that's something we battle with. That is adding to weight gain, right? And being a Jamaican in a Jamaica, not to bash Jamaica, but the health system is very poor. So if it's not readily right there or over-the-counter medication, it's hard to access. It's hard to see a specialist. It's hard to fix whatever health issues you have. So moving on, I started having bleeding problem because of the PCOS and the irregular menstruation. Now I don't know when my period is coming. I don't know what is happening. I might be feeling cramps, I might be feeling bad, and it's not my period, it's just some side effects. From that, now I started getting like extremely dizzy because now I'm bleeding for months upon months. So guys, I'm back. I've changed the voice because that one died. So now we're back to where I'm having severe bleeding problems, and I knew not what was wrong because it was a side effect of the PCOS. So I thought that that was it. After I started feeling dizzy and I started fainting, I went to get a second opinion, and the second opinion showed me that I had a cervical bleeding, and they said that I needed to do some other tests, and one of the tests was to test for ovarian cancer. No, when I was told to do that, I was scared because my grandmother who grew me died from ovarian cancer. Well, I know that we had suspected it, like family members suspect that it was cancer because she started losing weight, her belly got big. It's not something that I really want to go into, but yeah, the autopsy said that she died from stage 4 ovarian cancer. So I was a bit hesitant to do that test because guess what? I'm a young mother, I'm a wife at the time, I'm a friend, I'm a sister, I'm a auntie, I'm a everything you can think of. So of course I'm scared. So I did the test and they said that there were a lot of cells that were found and they were cancerous, and it could be a possibility that they were going to turn to stages, right? No, having cancerous cells is not a problem because we all have cancerous cells. The part that was alarming was where they were telling me that there's a possibility of it turning into stages based on what they found and everything that was wrong with me. So they said that I had to do an hysterectomy. I did the hysterectomy and they did a little scraping and they removed some pulps, some the cells, and they did a biopsy and whatever. Not going to go too much in depth. So I was like, yeah, that was fixed and I'm good. No, I did the surgery at UWI, and within a couple months I started having the same bleeding problems again. Now I'm frustrated, I'm fed up because remember, me a young girl, me a wife, husband must want to look front. So that was alarming. But for the most part, most females know that it is tiresome and it is provoking and it is everything that is bad when you're seeing your period, your menses. I remember now, this is not menses, this is just me bleeding severely. Sorry for all the too much information given here, but in order for you to understand my journey, I have to give you the information. And they said that I had to do the surgery again. Now they're telling me that I need to do a partial hysterectomy, which I thought I did. After the surgery, I was still having problems and problems upon problems. Then, fast forward to a couple of years after that, I migrated to the US and the problem came back. So I went to the doctor and they said that no, this is not something turning into cancer, this is cancer. So I need to do the partial hysterectomy, which I thought I did previously, but they never did properly, or I need to do a full hysterectomy. And for my age and the fact that I only have one child, I didn't want to do a full hysterectomy. And the doctor, the surgeon that I got, didn't want me to do that. The only way they would have done the full is if they went in and it was that bad. Whatever they were taking out, they would have had to remove the entire womb, so whatnot, which that wasn't the case. So thanks be to God, I just did the partial, right? Before doing that, and that was an emergency surgery because I knew I was going to do it, but before doing it, they told me that I needed to work on my weight. I needed to work on, they did a lot of tests. So they did a lipid test, they did cholesterol test, they did blood sugar, blood pressure, MRI, ECG, every test we can think about, they did those tests. And all the tests that they did, I was in the bad. I was in the red. So I was pre-diabetic. And that was scary because I'm young. Like, what am I doing with all these sickness that my grandmother had? You know, like, why am I pre-diabetic? Why am I hypertensive? Why is my cholesterol level high? Why do I have a fatty liver? Like, why is all of this so bad and so wrong? And that was when I got a wake-up call, because now this is a doctor that I don't know sit down talking to me that, remember, you said that you're a mom and this is not healthy for you. You need to get it in check because you can lose your life. That is where it's going. And she's saying, yes, you can blame it on the side effects of the PCOS and the asthma medication and all of that, but you are also contributing to it. And that was the harsh reality. That was something I wasn't ready to hear, and I wasn't ready to accept, and I wasn't ready to admit. And in all honesty, she was honest, and that was the truth, and I needed to hear the truth, and that truth gave me sleepless nights. And I said, today is going to be the day that I try to fix myself. And they told me what to do. So now I started seeing a dietitian. I started seeing all the kind of dietitians them, because now I need to fix it. When I went to see the dietitian, big up she, I don't remember any name too long, but she was the one who told me what really helped me. And this is what I'm going to tell you now. It might help, it might not help, but this is what helped me. She said to me that you need to work on all your problems individually. She used the analogy of building a house. She says that if there's a leak in the ceiling and we just put like a stop leak there, the stop leak might work and it might work for a time, but if there's a big flood, big hurricane, big whatever, that stop leak might not be enough to hold, you know, so then the leaking will continue. And she used other analogies, but I know you guys see the drift and see where I'm going with this. So she said, attack each sickness, each ailment, each problem one at a time. You can attack the 10 of them, but attack them individually. And I was like, what the hell is she talking about? Because remember now, this is just me saying that I want to fix the problem. I did not know that fixing the problem was rebuilding me, chiseling me down, render me, saw me down, all of the good stuff then when you're doing a construction. And this was something that I had to be mentally prepared for. So if we're not take down a look jotting, this is the first thing you need to take down. Mentality. So you have to fix your mentality. You have to be mentally prepared to lose weight. And a lot of people see you losing weight and they say, oh, she look good and she must be happy. Trust me, it can get depressing, because guess what? You will have to give up a lot of things that were your home, were your safe spot, where those were things that you run to for everything. So if it was a candy, if it was some juice, if it was some fried chicken, if it was lack of sleep, whatever it was that was your comfort, this is now the time that you will have to give it up. And I don't know if at the time I was even ready to give those up, but I knew that Will J was my main priority. My son was going to be my motivation, is my motivation. I want to see him grow up and I want to be there for all the journey, you know? So I started seeing a therapist, a counselor. And yeah, what young black girl I do a counseling and therapist and whatnot. But it helped, because although I thought that I was okay being overweight, I wasn't okay being overweight. And I didn't know that I wasn't okay. And that was scary and surprising too, because this is somebody that don't know me. That is now telling me that this is something that you need to own up to. And yes, I finally did own up to that. I wasn't okay being overweight, because the truth is, I have no family member in my family that is overweight or fat. Well, they might be overweight because they know how the BMI scale go and all of this. That's another thing you need to write down. You need to figure out how to do your BMI. You need to know your height, and then you need to know what weight is equivalent to your height. I am 5'4.5". Let me just say that. Don't forget the half. So I should be between 149 and 159. So I said, for my satisfaction, I want to be 160. Okay, so that would be like my healthy weight. I wouldn't be overweight, I would just be right on target, because girl don't want to be too skinny either because I'm short. So I want to look good, but I want to be healthy. I remember now, yeah, there 270, and I said she want to go down to 160. So, do the maths. Me need to lose 110 pounds. Right? Was it possible? Is it possible at that time? That was hard. But I trust the process. So after I started seeing the therapist, and I knew that this was something that I was willing to do, and this was something that I had to do, then I started seeing the dietitian. Because the dietitian was the one who sent me to the therapist, said that I needed to see a counselor before I took on the rigorous dieting, because you know that there are a lot of different types of diet out there. And the mere fact that she was going to give me a diet to fit all of my medical conditions, then that was a bit alarming, and I was kind of in the limbo to see if it was gonna work. But I had an open mind, and I trust the process. So when I started my diet, I started like a liquid diet, and she said that if I was not up for it at any point in time, I should let her know. So this is where I started drinking everything. But in order to drink everything, I needed to cut sugar and fats and oils and some types of milk and all of the good stuff them what we like out of the diet. So I had 5 meals a day, and 3 were heavy shake, like something solid in the morning, solid, well, they are liquid, but I mean something heavy for breakfast, heavy for lunch, heavy for dinner. And in between those, I had 2 simple but, shallow liquid. And I did that for 2 weeks first, and trust me, it killed me. Like, I craved food so much in those 2 weeks. It was embarrassing. Like, I'm not big on food, and I'm not a big eater, so why was I craving food so much? But I wasn't even craving food. I was craving my Butterfingers, because I was obsessed with Butterfingers. And I don't think a lot of people knew that, because you were never able to see me eating them. Probably my son did, and I was eating a lot of Butterfingers. And then I did 2 more weeks, so I did 1 month. And within that month of doing the liquid diet alone and just drinking water and liquid and healthy liquid, oh God, I lose 23 pounds. So look at that, girl, you're 270. I may lose 23, somebody at 247. Watch God. At that time, I couldn't see the weight loss. Like, I not see nothing. Like, you think you lose 23 pounds and you're alright, like, you feel like gotta come. No move. Probably 1 inch off of my waist or so. No move. Me still look how me look, and that's what the, like, is this even worth it? Should I continue? And then she said to me that I needed to start focusing on my diabetes traits and the high cholesterol. So I decided that although I was doing the shake, and some of the fruits and some of the stuff that I was blending were too sweet, so I needed to cut them out also. Not I decided, she decided. I trust her, right? And I did cut them out, and I stopped using oil because now I'm no longer on the liquid diet. I can't eat, but I'm just not eating too much of anything, or I'm not eating any rice, no carbs, no bread, no. I was eating carbs, but no, I was eating healthy carbs. We're going to get to that. Anyways, this video is about 20 minutes in already. So I'm going to do a part 2. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and comment. Remember to turn your post notification bell on so that you will be notified whenever I do post another video. Bye.